Friday now, we're welcoming our friend Stan Prager from GoGeeks, who's here to tell us all about something called the Wi-Fi blues.
Oh, that's sad, Stan. You're supposed to bring us some happy, cheerful news.
I know. It sounds like a good song, though, doesn't it? The Wi-Fi blues.
That's what you're saying. We need to make up a song. But today, instead of singing, you're going to tell us when it's time to replace your router.
I have to, because unlike you, I have a really bad voice.
We can hear you. Warm up those pipes.
You don't want to hear me sing Wi-Fi blues. But no, I think Wi-Fi is an issue that a lot of people are puzzled by. You know, they might have like really fast internet through cable, and they might have a really nice computer and all these nice devices, but they're not getting good performance at home, and they wonder why. And the key to that is your router. Your router, I mean, some people have an all-in-one. It's a modem router. They call that a gateway. But essentially, the router is what takes your internet signal and then sends it out to the rest of your house.
Okay.
So that you can get on with your iPad, with your computers, with your smartphone, with anything that you have, right? If you have a Fitbit, you know, you sync that Wi-Fi as well. So everything is Wi-Fi oriented today. And if you have bad Wi-Fi, then nothing works properly.
See, I always thought it was just the, I guess for lack of a better word, power of the signal from your provider that dictated how fast or slow you were able to do things. I had no idea that the router could actually be the issue, the hardware.
Yes, that's correct. So, yes, so certainly Wi-Fi speed is important. If you've got DSL, for instance, you know, you're not going to get any speed anyway, okay? But if you have cable, you're getting speed into your house, but you might not be getting it, and plus it can depend on what part of your house you're in. If you're, you know, we talked about this on our previous show.
That was my question,
right.
yeah.
If your router's in the basement because there used to be a computer down there in 1992, but you're using your Wi-Fi devices upstairs on the other side of the house, and you have a terrible signal, that's why. So that's one of the things, and there's things you can do about that, but the biggest thing that I run into in people's homes when I do a networking consult is they have really old routers. You know, they got that router when Lincoln was president. You know, they've got like a new computer, and they've got a new iPad, and they've got smartphones, they've got all this great equipment, but their router's really, really old. And I'll ask them, how long have you had that router? Like, you know. So what I would say is if you've had your router for more than 2 years, buy another one.
That's the litmus test.
Pretty
about
much.
2 years?
Pretty much, because I mean, I replace mine just about every year. They're not very expensive, and the way the technology's moving, having a newer router is going to give you a faster throughput.
Does it work as far as price point? I mean, the more you spend on the router, the better router you're going to get, or does it matter?
The price point has to do with the range.
Okay.
So, for instance, if you're in a really big house or a house that has a lot of pockets that you're trying to reach, then spending more money on a better router makes sense. Routers go anywhere from like $59 up to $200. If you're in a normal environment where you never had any Wi-Fi problems, but you know, the biggest way you can tell is your internet kicking out from time to time? Are you losing Wi-Fi signal? Okay, that's intermittent connectivity. That's often a sign your router's bad. The second one is if you're downloading stuff and every once in a while the pipe closes on you and is really slow.
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
Exactly. I don't blame you. You shouldn't have to put up with that. You're a nice
No.
person.
I have to.
Why should you suffer like that?
Celebrity.
Yeah, right.
It's not right.
Someone get this woman a new router.
Please.
Stan, thank you so much for GoGeeks.
Yeah, thank you. Such a good guy. Yes.
Still